understanding and realizing, your own
You
maturity with
spitting.
certain things. Some people
Yeah.
don't want to go to school, and so do you want to waste that time? Or, as I mean, you're only getting older, and I say this because I mean I'm 26, and I wish I would have
Damn.
just fucking finished. Shut up. I wish I would have just fucking finished the fucking school. I wish I just
I'm
would have gotten over it.
like, I'll be honest, I
That's
think that I feel the same way. Like I kind of feel like I wish that what I was actually just talking to my mother and one of my coworkers about this earlier when we was at work, and I was saying like I wish that I would have took at least like a season off before I
Right.
just went and launched straight back to school. Maybe not like a whole year, because then I just would kind of be completely out of the rhythm of being in school. But maybe just take like the fall and winter season off. You know what I'm saying? So like a semester off and then go back. You know what I'm saying? Like jump in like at the new year or something like that, or in the springtime. Just go back in then. Opposed to just going straight in. Cause I'll be honest, like the transition from high school into college, it felt like that was the summer, like that was the shortest summer I ever had. Cause I
Yeah.
spent so much time over the summer trying to prepare to get ready to go off to school that I didn't even get an opportunity to enjoy like hanging out with my friends and,
Right.
doing a bunch of different stuff, like being, a senior out of high school, you know what I'm saying, and about to go to the next level, obviously, but I just didn't get like a middle point of freedom really. Like it was just launching straight back into education and doing what's next. And I didn't even know what I wanted to go to school for either. So I really felt like I was wasting my time. And I think
Right.
that like even with a lot of students now, like when you see like kids when they're seeing like content creators and stuff like that that are on their platforms and they're making content, they're making money, and they're living what looks like this lavish lifestyle. In their mind, it's like, why would I go to college when I could just do that? And they think they can make
Right.
it. And in reality, if I'm being honest with you, this is really really tough to say, but it is the truth. Making content now is like trying to play a sport. You got to invest time.
Yeah.
You gotta be disciplined. You have to get a schedule. You have to invest money. So not just your time, you have to invest money. You have to know people. You got to network. All of these different things, and it's that honestly, if you really want to be technical, it's that 95-5 chance of you actually making it for real.
Right.
Like, are you actually gonna make it off of content creation? Are you actually gonna make it as a professional athlete and make
Right.
big money? Are you gonna go overseas? Are you gonna, what I'm saying? These different things that actually really will change your life. Is that actually gonna happen for you? Are you good enough? You know what I'm saying? Are
I
you
feel like they're
disciplined
different.
enough? They're different,
That's
but I feel
yeah.
like that they kind of like as time is going on because there's like the pandemic showed us that so many people can do the exact same thing that you do, bro.
Yep.
And the difference between you and another person sometimes could be a couple dollars. This person got a job, you don't. You sit at home, you got more time, but they got more money to invest and they
Yep.
can make time. So it's like you're trying to battle with them in terms of content creation, and like sometimes you alone just may not be enough. You know what I'm saying? Like for the person that doesn't really know how to network, they don't really know how to get out there and really establish a concrete name for themselves, they may never make it. But there are people that know how to network. Like I'll use this as an example. Muscat knows how to network a little bit better than I do. And it's not to say that I can't do it because I know what I need to do, but he has more willpower to do it. Like he went to TwitchCon, and it's not just because it was in Vegas. I think if it was somewhere else, he would have went too because he just has the willpower to do that. And that's something that I admire. That's something that I want for myself. And that's the difference in terms of content creation for me and him. And I feel like that's where it differs when you think about, athletics, but there's also similarities because you could be really good at basketball, football, soccer, rugby, I don't know, any sport that you can make it to a professional level at. You know what I'm saying? Even like wrestling, like I have a whole cousin that's an Olympic wrestler that was like USA's number one. You know what I'm saying? Literally. And that's my cousin, but how many think about all of the people that was wrestling on a team with him that didn't make it that maybe was just as good as him, had
Right.
similar discipline. You know what I'm saying? But there was just some minor differences and some minor tweaks that just make the difference for him to go so far Like it's so many
Right.
people that didn't even scratch the surface of where he went, and they was right in the room with him doing the same things. Was just as disciplined. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just feel like when we think about education too, I feel like that's where the difference maker is. Like I feel bad that I didn't, stay in school even when I was like kind of feeling like I wasn't really doing as well, and then coming out like I should have just stayed, bruh. Cause
Mhm.
like literally adding on, there's so many people that don't go to school and finish in 4 years, bro. It's so many people that don't do that. There's so many people that it take them a couple extra years to finish, and you be so worried about your GPA and all that other different stuff,
That don't
and
mean
none of
shit.
that even matters. Like that don't even matter. It just matters if you graduate. Do you get the
Right,
degree? Like I
right.
wish I would have known that.
These
I was
get
so
degrees.
worried.
That's where that
I
saying comes
Hey,
bro,
from,
that's
bro.
but no,
but I
for
was
real, dead ass,
so worried about my
dead ass.
GPA when I was in school, not just in high school, but when I was in college, that
College,
when I
yeah,
start seeing my GPA falling, I just was like, bruh, I really feel like now it's not just me, messing up for
Mm.
myself. Now I'm throwing my mama money away. Like
right.
it's so many things that's on the line, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not meeting these requirements. So I just feel like, honestly, with people in school, with kids and stuff, I feel like that you really just have to know what it is that you want. And it has to be, if all of these kids, bro, let's just say if all of these kids are going to not go off to school and they're going to try and do content creation, or they're going to try and get a trade, or they're going to go into the corporate world, or maybe start a business or something like that, there has to be so much training. Really, if you want to be technical, it's got to be like at the middle school age. If you saying you're not gonna go off to college, because a lot of stuff that you're gonna learn and the maturing that you're gonna get is gonna be in college. It's not even gonna be in high school, because you really don't learn how to be an adult until you out on your own and you got to make decisions. And ain't nobody in
Yeah,
the room with you to make certain decisions. You just got to do it. You got to do what's best for you. Like
yeah.
that's really where like I really wish I could tell y'all what I'm doing right now, that I'm trying to make a decision about something
Jesus.
that's life
Yeah,
changing.
bro.
So it's just like trying to figure out these different things, bruh. You need so much preparation. You need so much structure. And I feel like as a teacher, as an educator myself, I'm looking at so many students that are being failed by the education system that it's scary, bruh. Like the idea that kids not going to school is like a detriment. Like I feel like college dang near like it sucks that it's more so of a financial thing versus everything else, because I know that's what it was for me.
Right, same.
um
For
I
sure.
just wish that more kids could get the education for the stuff that they actually want to do. Like
But this
forget the prerequisites and all that different stuff, like going in and taking the gen ed and doing the same stuff that you was
that's
already doing.
everybody's
Can
yeah,
we
that's
just get
everybody's
them what they
viewpoint.
want to get into? Like so many people would be like involved and care about school and would pay for the
I
Hey,
schooling if they would just get what the
mm,
hell they're trying to go to school for.
no, I don't. That's where I see the purpose of those gen eds is be so that way when you get there, everybody can be on the same level. Because what I think that I think that not I don't say an issue, but I think is that we hone in on one thing
Hmm.
and we only want to do that one thing. Whereas in college or just life shows you that you could do so many different things and avenues, and it doesn't all have to be. This is the thing that we think that anything that we do, it has to make us money.
Yeah,
When the reality is that just because I love to paint, that don't mean that I have to
it's
make
supposed
money
to be
off
your
of it.
profession.
Yeah, like that's just something that I
it
just
could
like
make
to
you
do.
money,
It
but it just
could,
should be something that
but
that's
everything
what
that
it
we
is. It
think,
could.
right?
Yeah,
But it feels like every time we try to put something together, it has to make us money. And I think that a lot of the times where one, this whole gaming thing wasn't seen as a big thing growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, boys in the gaming, whatever, after a while, grow up type shit. So people never really invested that time into, people who enjoyed gaming and
hmm,
things like that, whether more than, someone who loved to play basketball or love different sports or different arts and, piano and all these different things. People honed in on those skills. And it takes for us to like in college, like that's when you're supposed to experience those things. And if you
yeah,
never had that opportunity to really like it's a blessing to be able to get out your mama house and
yeah.
explore the world and see it for your own perspective, not because of somebody told you to do it, not because, you have whatever, you know
Uh,
what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
that's the reason why we're supposed to have that time to do that,
Mhm.
so we can learn on our own, and I think that's where college is for, to be
Yeah.
able to say, "Hey, I am talented in a lot of things. So let me dibble and dabble in different things to see what it is that I can actually make a career out of."
Yeah. Nah, that's
And so,
facts.
like, just stop putting all our eggs in one basket is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My biggest thing for me, like besides the financial thing, was kind of like wasted time. Like I'm a big person and I hate my time being wasted, whether it's
Right,
like relationships or just doing shit. Like I just don't like my time being wasted.
right.
So it was like I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And that
Yeah,
was basically the stitch of it. Like there was no point in me even like you know what I mean? Like, okay, debt's a problem, right? But if it's something that I really like and I know it could put up with it, then
right.
is it really that much of a problem? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But so the
I
biggest
get
thing for
that.
me was like making sure I know what I want to do.
But that's what I'm
And during the
saying. I
time of
think
like
yeah,
dealing with
sorry,
life
sorry.
and stuff, it's just like I figured out what I wanted to do. And I mean, the way I want to go doesn't necessarily need college.
Yeah.
So that's the route I'm trying to take. I do also agree on John's standpoint where it's like college. There's people who need it to figure out what they want to do.
Right.
Some people just need to get thrown to the wolves to figure out what works and what doesn't, and some
That
people
too.
don't need that. So I think it's a very situational thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Mhm.
situational.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the sense of like society, how society looks at it, society's very fucking weird, bro. And I say this all the time because it's like, okay, you get commended for not going to college and doing whatever you do. Cause like, oh, you're chasing your dreams. That's cool. But then you get out here in the real world and you figure out everybody wants to be with somebody that want all the money and everything
Mhm.
costs so much depending on where you live. And there's so much hypocrisy basically on just that subject alone and when it comes to money.
Yeah. I feel that.
So it's a very weird thing. There was something that John has said that I was like, that's exactly what society has made of us, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. I just know that stuff is just very difficult now, and when I think about, kids in terms of school and stuff, I just feel like they're just not being prepared the way that we used to be. And I think that, in order for them to really make a decision that's going to be life changing, life altering, and it be having a positive effect on them, I think that like there has to be a better job in, keeping their interest and things being available to them that actually points them in a direction of something that they care about. Because I feel like it's a lot of things that's going
Yes,
on
bro.
that kids just
Yeah.
don't care about. And so because of the fact they don't care about it, and these things, history and all these different things are important and it shouldn't be negated. I think that it just needs to be presented in another way so that we can be able to save our generations to come and actually get more people that do value and care about their education.